Our world has always been uncertain. Looking back in history, there hasn't been a century without major social, economic, or geopolitical changes. Still, our world is changing continuously. But today, it's changing quicker than ever before. With that, also the business world of the 21st century has been shifting dramatically. Many of us are experiencing the chances and pitfalls of digitalization and the contradistinction between the enormous need for sustainable solutions and the new globalized competitive environments. It has never been more important for companies to understand their customers and stakeholders and to build lasting ties with them. That's why we need to talk about design thinking and corporate change. Design thinking has become the business standard for human-centered innovation. It focuses on the user's actual needs and provides a structured and creative process to unlock organizational innovation potential. But many of these potentially game-changing innovations never pass organizational hurdles. They end without top-level support in the middle of the innovation funnel and slowly die. All efforts of the innovation teams are in vain if they cannot stimulate sustained traction to translate prototypes into real products or services.
Our experience shows that strategically positioning their solutions, winning over key internal stakeholders, and identifying the right channels and resources are crucial success factors for corporate innovators. The hands-on workshop Design Thinking and Corporate Change is your way to face these challenges. Two leading players in Germany's executive education ecosystem, the HPI Academy and ESMT Berlin, combine their expertise in design thinking, organizational change, and change strategies. Our 3-day workshop starts at HPI Academy in Potsdam, where you get introduced to the mindset of human-centered innovation and the design thinking process and working culture. Based on a real challenge, participants work in small teams and conduct interviews with potential users in order to gain a user-centered perspective. With coaches of the HPI Academy, they are guided through each step of the design thinking process, getting acquainted with tools they can later apply in their project work and daily business.
On day 2 of the workshop, participants develop ideas, test prototypes with potential users, and prepare their results for pitching. The teams use implementation tools to reflect on how the next steps of the project could be initiated. The day ends with a best practice case and a happy hour to create a unique international network. On day 3, we move to the ESMT campus in Berlin. Here we close the loop, and you get to know strategies on how the implementation of new practices can be fostered and improved. The workshop provides a real case example of successful implementation and change. So if you want to know, how can internal change processes be triggered? How can you convince peers and stakeholders? And which communication strategies can you apply? Then be the change yourself and become a part of this refreshing learning journey.